Alright. Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another stream on the channel, and as you can see, it is a Doki Literature Club stream. Now, if you've been here before or you've seen me stream anything before, you know how much I love the Doki Literature Club series. You know that I did the original playthrough, just, playing through the game normally. You know I did another stream where it was the DDLC Plus with side stories. You know we did a drunk game playing through the whole game of Doki Literature Club. And I've always enjoyed the series. I've, loved playing this kind of game. It's actually amazing. It's crazy to think about. I didn't think I would like this kind of game first, but I really, really do. And you know what I've said numerous times, that it's so annoying that there is nothing more in the PlayStation version of the game where I previously streamed. There is nothing more that I can do because we did everything. We got all the endings. We 100% of the game. We did the blind playthrough. We did the side stories. We did the drunk game. Like, what more can we do? So, now that we have a PC now, we are now able to do mods. So, the mod we're doing right now, as you can see by the bottom right of the corner screen, it's a brand new day. Which, there's a lot of mods out there which I feel like shouldn't shock any of you. But there's a lot of mods out there, and it seems like a brand new day is the most popular one of the community, or it's the one that people recommend going to the most, where, oh, if you haven't done any mods of Doki Literature Club, do a brand new day first. So that's where we're starting off. I'm not sure how long this mod is. I'm not sure what to expect in this mod, but I'm really excited to get back into Doki Literature Club. Aren't y'all? So let's get into it and let's see what a mod of this Doki Literature Club has to offer. And do not make this a drinking game of every time it says Doki Literature Club, do take a drink, because you'd already be dead at this point, so don't. So that's the first disclaimer I want to make. Second disclaimer I want to make is there is a lot of talking in Doki Literature Club, because unfortunately there is no voice acting, which that would be amazing. But there is no voice acting, so be prepared for horrible impression voices that I can do with female characters, because I have to do the voices myself, because as you can see, there ain't anyone else here. So, be prepared for not the best female voices, because my vocal range is not the best, especially when it comes to teenage girls. But all that disclaimers and introduction all the way, let's just hop in and see what this mod has to offer. Let's do it. Alright, new game. Alright, it feels like I'm in a dream. I see a dark void, plain nothingness. Everything is dead around me. Am I Sasuke from Naruto? I'm floating in complete darkness. I feel cold and alone. So I am Sasuke. I hear a voice speak directly into my mind. I don't know who this is, so I'm just going to use my normal voice. Before, you were helpless. You lost control of yourself. Your mind was damaged and parts of you were missing. I'll help you put the pieces back together and add new ones to replace those that are lost. It's time to be a fucking hero. So, my guess is reading this, it's MONIKA, because if you dig through the source code of Doki Literature Club, the main base original game of what this whole thing is based on, if you dig through the source code, you get this long tyrant speech, or not tyrant, you get this long rant speech, excuse me, I just woke up not too long ago, so my brain is not fully functioning yet, apologies, but if you dig through the source code of Doki Literature Club, the main base game, there is this long rant from MONIKA about something like, apologizing again for killing, all the characters in the base game that, she realized she was in, a game to begin with, and she was trying to break out, as we know. And she ends it by saying, it's time to be a fucking hero. And she ended with 2018. And at the time, we all thought that 2018 meant Doki Doki Literature Club was getting a sequel. Unfortunately, it's 2024 and no sequel in sight, which is unfortunate. I would love a Doki Doki Literature Club sequel. But that's my guess of who this is. It's time to be a fucking hero. It's probably MONIKA. Alright. Both of us, yeah. Save them all. So yeah. If it's not MONIKA, that seems like a huge misdirect and waste opportunity. Because you don't say it's time to be a fucking hero and not refer to MONIKA. I wake up in a cold sweat. I feel my skin crawling. That is eerily relatable. I'm not saying how far. I tried to shake off the dream, but it felt too real for me. Oh, crap. I want to be late for school. I'm pulling a Sayori. I hurry up and get changed, eat a quick breakfast, and rush to Sayori's house. I assume this is Sayori, which... Disclaimer's out the way for what I was saying earlier about be prepared for the worst voices for 4 teenage girls. Because my vocal intros not the best. Alright. Aha, I finally beat you out here, Cole. The overexcited girl waiting outside is Sayori. My childhood friend, I've known her since I was young, but my memories seem all hazy about it. Yep. Oh boy, the Sayori voice. Alright. What took you so long? You're nearly out here before me. I guess you win my title now for champion of being late. Are you ready to go? People said that my Sayori voice is a mix of Mickey Mouse and Tally from South Park, which I now can't unsee. I definitely sound like Tally from South Park. But unfortunately, I don't know how else to talk like a high-pitched, energetic teenage girl other than this. Usually, she would be the one waking up late for school, and I would be the one always waiting for her. But that wasn't always the case until today. I wonder why she always wakes up late every day. Well, we learned in the base game why that is. We learned that she has chronic crippling depression, and she never wants to get out of bed in the morning. She never wants to eat. That's why she's always late for school, is because of her depression. And her depression gets so bad because MONIKA manipulated the game and killed her. I'll try to figure that out later. Yeah, Sayori, sorry about that. Cole, you're apologizing to me? Wow. There must be something wrong with you. I guess I never had such a hard time dragging myself out of bed before. I know the feeling. You know, Sayori, you must be right about that. I just can't seem to shake this strange dream I had last night. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, what got you out of bed so early today? Well, today is opening ceremony for our seniors this year. And I'm finally getting you to join my club today. Even though this voice does not sound like I'm a senior. Or maybe it does, it's senior citizen. I remember saying that I would join. Yes, you did. Don't you remember, silly? No. I don't remember at all, honestly. But if I really did agree to it, then there must be a really good reason why I said yes. Well, I clearly remember hearing you say yes. Especially when you heard we were having been cupcakes. Cupcakes? Did you just say cupcakes? Cupcakes, my only weakness. That and cute girls. I clear my throat. Actually, I had to do that in real life because there's talking already. And adjust my uniform as it became disheveled from the cupcakening. Well, if you put it that way, I'll come visit the club at least. Let me partake in one of your cupcakes. Then I will see. Yay! Honestly, that's more than I could ever ask for, Cole. I start to think dangerously of cupcakes. I start to needlessly drool while staring at Sayori. Is everything alright? You're looking at me kinda weird. But there still is the anime club. I can hang out with all the other dudes. I can watch anime, read manga, and play video games. I hope one of those anime is Naruto. But really, I could just do that same boring garbage at home. Where's the sense of adventure? Wait, why am I thinking like this now? No, don't do that! I should do the right thing and check it out at least. I bet she might want to join her club instead, since she's been bugging me since forever. I don't want to leave her hanging. If you know, you know why I put emphasis on that word. What club are you going to check out at school today? Let's see. We have the anime club, I'm just contradicting myself, or we have Sayori's Club of Awesomeness. Well, as much as I would love to pick Sayori's Club of Awesomeness, I'm probably going to pick the anime club, number one, in hopes that there's Naruto in it, number one. That's more important. That's most important. But, secondly, I'm picking the anime club just to see. I wonder what the mod says if you don't pick Sayori. Like, does she get so mad and kill you in your sleep, right? Or does, like, nothing happen? You actually go to the anime club and you check it out, because we never actually saw what the anime club looks like in the main game. So I want to see what happens if you pick the anime club. But I thought you could... Could what? Join the club I'm in, you dumb fuck. I'm sorry. Well, not really. I think it's funny. Please? Pretty please, Cole? Give it a chance. Come to the dark side. We have cupcakes. This is my force choke position. That's why I was doing the hand. Or maybe force lightning. Whatever dark side Sith Lord villain power they have in Star Wars. Fine, I'll come to your club. At least. Just for the cupcakes, though. No other reason. Yay! This marks the day when I sold my soul to the dark side for a cute girl smile and cupcakes. Screw it! At least the dark side's cupcakes. Man, imagine if Star Wars, that's how they got people to turn to the dark side. It's not like Darth Vader saying, join the dark side and we'll, rule the galaxy together. It's just Darth Vader and Luke in that huge climactic scene of Darth Vader ruling that he's his father, saying, come to the dark side. I'm your father, and we have cupcakes. I feel like Luke would have said yes instead of falling to his certain doom. I mean, I would have said yes. Wouldn't you? I run with Sayori to school. Sarah and I get inside just before they start to close the gates. Phew. Made it! We part ways and head to the opening ceremony. The opening ceremony is way too long and way too boring. Why decide to make opening day this year on a Sunday? Sunday isn't an official school day. Okay, chat, I'm gonna ask this question for a second, because it seems like everyone has their different opinions on this. Does the start of the week begin on Sunday or Monday? To me, Monday is the start of the week, right? Because Saturday and Sunday is the weekend, and then Monday is when you go back to school or work. That's the start of the week. Sunday is still the weekend time, so it's still the end of the week. But, chat, let me know what y'all think. What club are you in? Are you in the Sunday is the start of the week, or is it Monday? So let me ask chat. Alright, cool. So yeah, chat, let me know. Is it Sunday at the beginning of the week or is the end of the week? Me personally, Monday is when the new week starts, but let me know what y'all think. Alright. Let's hop in while we wait for chat to respond. Alright. But yeah, let me know. I'm curious if you think it's either Sunday or Monday as the start of the week. Because yeah, like people have different opinions on this, and some people get really passionate about the subject. No, Sunday has to be the start of the week because of this. Right? It's crazy. So I'm curious. What day is it even today? Well, technically it's Saturday. If only we play this on Sunday, then my question would be even more relevant. But alas, we are a day short. Man, I can't even get my day straight anymore. That is relatable at times. Because I know when it comes to like school or work, whatever, if I have a very busy week where I have a lot of stuff going on, and each day feels like it drags on, like, Monday feels like it's a century, and then it feels like we get to the next millennium, and it's like, oh, it's Tuesday, right? When it has, like, those kind of weeks, I always forget, like, wait, what day is it today? But if the week goes by fast, I know what day it is. It's only when I feel like the week drags on when I have so much stuff going on, that's like, wait, what day is it even anymore? The school day is plain as ever, and it's over before I know it. It took long enough. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for any ounce of motivation inside of me. I'm bored as hell right now. Or HE double hockey sticks. I sigh. Clubs. Sarah wants me to check out some clubs, specifically the club she's in. I start to daydream of little cupcakes jumping into my mouth. I begin to drool brainlessly again. This is the motion of the cupcakes going to my mouth. Don't take that out of context, please. Hello, Erticole. Huh? What? Sayori, I wasn't space. I wasn't doing anything. I wasn't thinking of, cupcakes. Never mind. Sayori must have come inside of the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. How long was I alone here? I thought I'd catch you something. Oh, I called to catch you something. Okay, let me read that again. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here all by yourself. So I came in. So there's no witnesses for what I'm about to do. I take this huge machete and I shank you. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. Sorry, I can't stop thinking about devouring those sweet cupcakes. Seriously though, I love cupcakes. You didn't need to wait for me if it's going to make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, thighs save lives and all that stuff. Even though I'm not as thick as Yuri or Monica. No, what? Well, then you could come to my club. Sayori? Yeah? I decided to tease Sayori a little. She's so cute when she's angry. Even though my voice doesn't sound like she's angry at all. It sounds like she sucked up a bunch of helium. There's no way I'm going to your club. You meanie. I remember now, Sayori is vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 100% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title Vice President. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Sari, you know I'm just kidding, you big dummy. After all, I promised that I would come and partake in the cupcake kitting. Yay! Let's go!
Which language?
Okay, thank you, Siri.
I will not then.
I'm glad we're enjoying this awkward silence together. God damn it. I don't know if Dakota's here in this stream. But I remember when he was doing his original playthrough of the game, he did it all in one go, which is more power to him because it's like a 7-8 hour long game, and he started at like 1 a.m. and he was able to do the whole thing all in one go. I could not do that, so more power to him. But the reason I'm bringing it up is because whenever he said Sayori, unfortunately, that was a lot like, Siri. So there's a handful of times in his stream where Siri would activate when he was talking to Sayori. So I don't know the feeling, unfortunately. I can almost taste those sweet, sweet cupcakes. We may or may not be aware that cupcakes may be an innuendo for something, but we're assuming it's just plain old, authentic cupcakes, and not something else. And thus today marks the day I sold my soul for cupcakes, but it's worth it. Wait, I've said this before, right? I delightedly follow Sayori across the school and walk upstairs to a section of school that I don't often visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Wait, if that's the case, when I'd been here last year, I'm so confused. Sayori, full of energy, slides open the classroom door, nearly breaking the door in the process. Damn, this girl is
I don't see a Randy slides classroom door in your contacts. Who do you want to call?
Yes, thank you, Siri. I have someone in my contacts that is named Door. Because everyone has a contact in their phone of just Door. Hey, who do you want to call today? Door. Siri, I'm talking to you right now. Yes, we all have contacts in our phone of just Door. Hey, who do you want to call today? Door. Maybe next time I'll call Wall. Or maybe Window. Or maybe Picture Frame. Fresh meat is here, bitches! We got a new member to join our club. Sayori, what did you just call me? Nothing. Just looking so ravishingly delicious, your fresh meat. I glance around the room. I see a girl with long, flowing purple hair staring intently at me. Yuri's giving me the crazy eyes, which can only mean one thing. She has a big, old knife in her pocket. What do you think I was going to say? It's kind of cool having a girl stare at me for once instead of me doing the staring. I doubt any girls are watching, but let me stare into your soul. I probably blinked. I feel kind of shy. I blush a little. I walk closer to greet her, but I accidentally bump into one of the desks and my pen falls on my pocket, and in the process of me bending over, my head rubs up against Yuri's boob. I bend down and try to pick it up, but it looks like someone beat me to it. Alright, so I guess this is Yuri's voice, which I gave her like the raspy, airy voice because she is a bit of a loner and she stars a lot, so here you go. She shyly hands the pen to me. I try to take the pen from her hand, but it looks like she doesn't want to let go of it. Give me the fucking pen. Thanks. You can let go now. You have a crazy strong grip. It seems like everyone in this mod, all the girls in this mod, are roided with gear. Right? Sayori broke the door, get into the literature club. Yuri doesn't want to give the pen up because of her strength. And Natsuki obviously becomes buff Suki. What does Monika do to have her strength? Oops. Sorry about that. She immediately lets go and smiles shyly. I've only seen this girl for less than a minute, and I'm already feeling my heart beating faster than normal. Welcome to the literature club. It's a pleasure to meet you. Sayori always says nice things about you. I heard you're quite the charmer. Okay, it seems like Sayori's told the other members a lot about me already. I hope she hasn't told them everything about me. Oh, the best voice. The best voice. Natsuki. Alright. I shared a YouTube short of my voice for Natsuki. So, if that YouTube short caught you off guard and you didn't know what the context of that was, this is what it's from. So, Sayori, a boy? Seriously? This is supposed to be girl power forever. Now you brought some worthless man meat into the fray. Way to kill the atmosphere. Worthless man meat? That's actually pretty funny. I like her. You got a problem with me? Sarcastic undertone, eh? She's got spunk. I think this girl would be interesting at the very least. Don't call me short or I'll teach you how to bow to the master. Natsuki makes hand gestures that look like Sony Chiba's palm strikes the balls. Okay. I shiver a little. Okay, Monika, and you're reading Beginner's Guide to Python, which I don't know anything about Python, but from what I hear, the most I know about it is, isn't it like computer code? Which, for Monika to read something like that, makes sense, because she realizes that she's in a video game and she manipulates the game to her pleasure, so it makes sense that she's reading about computer code. Also, I don't have a voice for Monika, I just want to preface that because, like I said, my vocal range is not the best, and there's only so many vocal ranges and voices you can do. So we have, like, the very high pitch, Sayori. You have the very low Natsuki, who may or may not be a drag queen. And you have, like, the raspy, breathy Yuri. What do I do for Monika, right? There's only so much you can do. So, I still can't figure this out. It's supposed to be easy. Ah, Cole, what a nice surprise. It's great to see you back. Back? This is my first time here, though. What was she just holding in her hand? What I meant to say was, welcome to the club. Why can't I seem to shake this weird sense of deja vu? Why do I feel like this has happened to me before? Hundreds, if not thousands of times. What did you mean by welcome back? Was I here before? I tried to shake it off like T-Swift. The chills subside. All worlds escape me in the situation. This club is full of insanely cute girls. Although don't call me cute, otherwise I will beat the shit out of you, like my father does. I must be as dense as a black hole to not notice this before. What do I mean by before? I'm starting to even confuse myself. Maybe I should stop thinking about it. What are you looking at, you dumb fuck? If you want to say something, say it. Yes, I know my voice isn't that girly, but shut the fuck up before I show the karate skills that was shown off earlier and I beat the shit out of you. I'm staring at a bunch of cute girls. I don't know what else to say. Did you just call me cute? What did you say? I'm not cute. Suddenly you get punched in the arm. Ouch! What was that for? Natsuki? The girl with the sour attitude who just punched me is named Natsuki. She's someone I don't recognize. She hits hard though. I rub my arm. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She's also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. So, why are you here? It's not just for the cupcakes, right? Oh, crap. She knows. Quick. I gotta make up an excuse. No, come on. I just came here to check this place out because Sayori keeps wanting me to join, and today, I finally gave in to the dark side. Are you sure about that? My cupcakes are to die for. Sayori walks up from the side. Hey Cole, didn't you know? She's the same year as us. Sayori says that quietly into my ear. I whisper back to Sayori. But she's so tiny. How's that even possible? Sayori shrugs, then turns back toward the other girls. Natsuki's figure is quite small for her age. I feel a little worried about her. Well, if you played the base game or you watched someone play the base game, you could watch my playthrough of the game. Shameless plug out the way. We know why Natsuki's figure is quite small. It's because her father beats her, her father doesn't feed her, so she's malnourished, and that's why she is very small, because her puberty has always been delayed because of malnourishment. Anyway, fucked up ideas and concepts aside, but I'm just saying what happened in the game. Despite how fucked up it is. But this game is full of fucked up stuff. You have depression, you have suicide, you have fathers beating, you have self-harm. That's why when you open the game, they give you so many trigger warnings that this game deals with sensitive topics. I hope this mod doesn't have that kind of serious tone. Doesn't seem like it does already. Anyways, this is Natsuki. She's always full of energy. Mostly likely from the sugar highs from eating so many sweets. And this is Yuri. She's the smartest member of the club. Don't say things like that. You're embarrassing me. Yuri, who appears comparatively more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Oh, well, it's nice to meet both of you. I guess it's nice to meet you, Cole. After all, Sayori said how fresh you are. Since Yuri is so addicted to knives, that's why I was doing this motion of its whole taking out one of her katanas, and she, most likely with Yuri being so asphyxiated on cutting people, especially herself, her knives, and with this whole, meat stuff, I assume at some point in the game, they tie me down to a table, and then Yuri just takes the biggest machete she can find and cuts me fucking open, and they eat me for a Thanksgiving feast. Hence, man meat. Was that a joke? I don't think jokes are her strong part. What's that supposed to mean, Cole? You should know if to call me man meat after all. Am I just a piece of meat to these girls? Which, once again, maybe that's being taken way more literally than just a joke by Sayori. I'm so damn confused right now. It sounds like you already know Monika. Is that right? That's right. It's great to see you again, Cole. Monika smiles sweetly. I really had no idea Monika was here. Wait. Oh, music shut down. Which, in the base game, when the music shuts down, that means something serious is going to happen. So, I wonder what the mod's going to do. Wait. How do I know Monika again? I think, was it last year? Or the year before that? Or maybe a decade ago. I try to think about last year. What happened last year? I barely remember what happened last year. I barely remember what happened last week. My memories are all fuzzy. I know basically she's completely out of my league, but why do I think that? Maybe because you have self-esteem issues that you should probably address. And you take it out on others. Or it's even worse. I try to remember MONIKA, but I just can't. My mind is so jumbled up to the point of hurting my head. I feel so conflicted right now. Is it self-doubt or something more? I try to think harder. I'm now like Professor X from the X-Men. So, everyone on stream watching right now, give me your thinking power so I can think harder. Give me your thinking faces. I need to think so hard right now of trying to figure out why do I know MONIKA. Think. Alright, thank you. Thank y'all for helping with the thinking power. I have a moment of clarity. See? Y'all helped. My mind finally calms down. That feeling I had is gone now. Now, nothing will stop me. You too, MONIKA. Let's have a great year together. Better yet, let's hang out more this time, okay? Shoot my shot! What'd you just say to me? Hang out more? MONIKA pauses in thought. Come sit down, Cole. We made root beer at the table, so you can sit next to me or MONIKA. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll go get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Let's be honest, chat. If you know, once again, I assume you're, no Doki Doki Literature Club. You played the original playthrough, you watched mine, that's why you're here, whatever. But I assume we all are thinking the same thing, that Sayori, oh, let me just get the cupcakes and everything. That was really cover-up, just so she could eat half of them without anyone realizing or noticing, because she's just so fat. Well then, how about I go make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there's one space next to MONIKA and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrap tray and Yuri opens the closet. I feel different today for some reason. Like, I have a newfound confidence. I decide to sit next to MONIKA. MONIKA looks in shock at me. Cole, why are you sitting next to me? Wouldn't you rather sit next to Sayori? Why does MONIKA look so shocked and find out of place right now? It's like she wanted me to sit by her, and yet did not expect me to. Did I do something wrong? Today just feels so weird, but you know what? I don't care. I'm doing what I want. No. Is there a problem with me sitting here? Well, this is just new to me. I really don't know what to say. I smile back at MONIKA. She gets flustered, like a regular Casanova. She meekly smiles back, but it's obvious that she's still confused that I'm sitting next to her. I decide to ignore the awkwardness and continue. It's nice to see you like this. It's cute. MONIKA gets even more flustered. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Oh, Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated look like little Nyan cats. The whiskers and face are drawn with icing, and little pieces of chocolate were used to make the Pop-Tart. They even have rainbow icing. So cute! I had no idea you're so good at baking, Natsuki. I begin to drool. But I better not be on the fucking cupcakes, or once again, I will karate chop the heck out of you. Well, just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs one first. Then MONIKA. I follow. I hold myself back from eating all the cupcakes because Sayori has already done that. Because once again, she is so fat. It's delicious! Sayori talks her mouth full and already has managed to get ice on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I violently devour the Nyan Cat cupcake while humming the Nyan Cat song. My cupcake! Just how? How did you eat a cupcake? This is such a weird concept that I don't know how to process it right now. You actually eat cupcakes? This is so weird to me. You don't just make them and just look at them from a distance. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. Like I can taste the love put into the cooking. I wonder if she made it herself. You baked this, Natsuki? It's amazing. With cooking skills like that, you'll make anyone fall head over heels for you. That, or you'll beat the shit out of them, knock them out, and drag them to your room anyway, so they will literally be head over heels for you. What did you say? Why would you say that? It's not like I made them for you or anything. I thought you did. Sayori said, well, maybe, but not for you. You know, you, dummy. Alright. Natsuki's weird logic falls to work on me. Dummy. This whole day feels really strange, but kind of in a good way. Yuri turns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. Wow, you keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? Sure, a nice warm drink can help relax the mind and body. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. Well, it's working. That's not... Upset, Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know... Don't worry, I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I used to enjoy a good cup of tea. I've never had tea a day in my life. Maybe this is a sign for me to actually try tea. But yeah. I've never had tea. I just never openly sit down or anything. And the most I've had is coffee. But to me, I also don't like coffee because I just think it's too bitter. And when I tell people I find coffee bitter, they're like, oh no, you gotta add sugar, you gotta add sweetener to, you know, combat the bitterness. But even when I add like sugar, sweetener, whatever to the coffee, I still think it's bitter. I don't know, my palate is weird, I guess. So I don't enjoy coffee at all. Maybe in next decade we'll try again, but I think coffee's too bitter. Sorry. I usually drink canned tea though. I take a sip. Wow, this tastes so refreshing. I never had tea like this before. I'm glad you like it. I smile at Yuri. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monika stares at me, want to say something to me, but instead just smiles. I smile back. So, what made you consider the literature club? Interesting that you would ask me that. Someone tells me I shouldn't tell Monika that I was practically dragged here by Sayori by her crazy, ridiculous door-breaking strength. I was dragged here by Sayori, but the cupcakes were definitely the clincher. I'm a sucker for some good cupcakes. I knew it! That's great. You're really gonna love Natsuki's cupcakes. They're my favorite. What do you mean? This is my first time bringing them here. Well, make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the Literature Club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. So, from what I'm getting from all this, is the me character, not, me playing it, but the character version of myself, realizes like a time paradox where it's like, wait, have we done this before? And Maka seems to also know it's like a, repeating time kind of thing, where she knows that she's also been here before, but the other characters don't seem to know that. So Maka is, just playing along to the other characters while realizing that, hey, someone else is going on here. Wow, Monica, I'm surprised. At least it's how I'm taking it. How can you decide to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Well, to be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'm not trying to take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And for curious others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. That's quite refreshing to hear, actually. Maka really is a great leader! Yuri also nods in agreement. Although this may be more than a subtle nod, because of all the tea she drinks that's laced with cocaine, and pre-workout, so it's just that. Eventually, she nods so hard that her head just decapitates. I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It's really hard to start a new club. Well, you could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out the effort to start something brand new. Like a brand new day. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I wonder if we actually get to see the festival. Because in the game, they talk about the festival like, oh, leading up to the festival, oh, we're doing a poetry at the festival to bring in new members. It's a day of the festival. But that's when Sayori dies and the game gets all weird and glitchy. So we never actually got to see the festival, just characters talk about it. So I wonder if we get to see it. I'm confident that we all can really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah! We'll do our best. You know it! Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Maka must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they're all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though, I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. It's just strange still that there aren't any more members. Although I'm not complaining because I am the one and only guy surrounded by 4 cute girls. So let's keep this ratio going where there's not more guys, but if there's more girls, I'm not opposed to it. So Cole, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Hentai, I mean, you didn't hear anything, manga. I muttered quietly to myself. Whoa, what was I about to say? I've got to keep my mind out of the gutter. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Probably doesn't want to admit in public that she also is into the hentai. Which is very valid. Not much of a reader, I guess. Yuri smiles sadly. Well, that can change. I'm always open to try new things. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the ring of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. It is amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you in for a loop. Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. The ones I like are the ones that give you a false insecurity, then BAM! They gotcha. Just like this game, where it all started off like a dating sim, giving you a false insecurity, And then once Sayori died, the game got all weird, glitchy, and messed up. I just really try to grasp something I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with the potato. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you, even though you have such a deep, deep, deep knife collection. I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. So you like stories about other realities as well? That's something I share a common interest with. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you think, that you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Ugh, I hate horror. Oh, why is that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over me for a split second. Never mind. Am I that spooky? Or is it something else? That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You looked at a piece of scrap paper behind the last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud. Hey, give that back, you dumb bitch. Fine. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just as cute as you are. Sari slides up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. I'm not cute. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you fucking care? That's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? I would love to see them. No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Try me, bitch. I understand how Natsuki feels. How so? Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. I agree. If you don't show your writing to others, then how will you know if others will like it or hate it? Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I feel like I should say something. I love to write, but I always kept it to myself. Maybe I'm just scared to show off my work to others too. But if I share my writing with all of you, then that might help me change. Why am I saying something so embarrassing now? Oh, but saying the hentai wasn't embarrassing at all. Yep, totally. So, I guess it's the same for Yuri. Oh, I want to read everyone's poems. Me too. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay. You know, Cole brought up a good idea. Really? Really? Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika. I did? What is this a great idea you bring up that I don't even know myself of what I did? Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then, next time we meet, we all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it! Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Cole? Maka smiles warmly at me once again. Sure! Wait, hold on 1 second. There's still one problem. What's that? Now that we're about to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club, but the cupcakes were just so delicious. Sarah may have convinced me to stop by, but I didn't make a decision before. I'm so overwhelmed on all the pretty girls around me, I kind of forgot about joining. But I'd like to really join for the cupcakes and the 8 big, beautiful ice in front of me. What do you think I was going to say? Once again, you need to get your mind out of the gutter. Wait, what? But, huh? I'm sorry, I thought... What do you mean? What? Cool. Wait, you said I'd join? Hey, didn't you hear me the first time? I said I would join the literature club. What's with these girls? I thought it was the dense one. Wait, why did I just say that? Also, those poses are very interesting. Some of them are taken from the game. Others, like MONIKA, is made directly for this mod. One by one, the girl's eyes light up. What? You did? I'm so happy! Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey, that's kind of nice, actually. Her hug feels quite warm and comforting. I can get used to this. Especially her hugging me so tightly and her boobs are constantly bouncing up and down. That's not weird. That's actually not weird. Because if you played the base game and you went the Sayori route, you are in a very up-close position of buttering Sayori's blouse. And she says that, I can't, button my... I can't button my blouse anymore because my boobies are getting bigger. So that's not weird. You really did scare me for a moment. What do you mean? I said I would join. I'm so confused. I'll just let it slide for now. If you really just came for the cupcakes, then I would be super duper pissed. Honestly, it was because of the cupcakes. I love cupcakes. But I realized that there's so much more to this club. Like the 8 big, beautiful... I already said that joke. So I decided to stay. Then what makes it official? Welcome to the Literature Club. Thanks, MONIKA. I'm happy to be here. I hope I can contribute to the club. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. And remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. MONIKA looks over me once more. Cole, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Heh. Yeah, sure thing, MONIKA. I've got my eye on you. My eye represents my eye. I got my eye on you. Please tell me someone understands the reference of what I just said. Please. Tell me I'm not that old. Right? Please tell me I'm not that old. Please tell me someone understood the reference I just made. Right? Please. That's all I ask. Please tell me someone understood the reference I made of I got my eye, my eye represents my eye. I got my eye on you. Right. Please tell me someone understands what I'm referring to. I hope so, because I don't want to seem old, right? I just turned 25 about 2 weeks ago. I'm getting up there in age. I'm already a half century old. I don't want that movie reference to make it seem like, oh my god, I'm so old, no one knows what I'm talking about. So please, give me the benefit of the doubt and tell me that y'all know what I'm referencing. Please, I need it. Maka walks closer to me. Whoa, that was unexpected. It's also weird that we have a close-up MONIKA, but it's still a very blurry, not so great image. They just zoomed in. Maka giggles and walks away. Oh, hi, MONIKA. A little piece of hair, MONIKA. Can I really make MONIKA and the rest of the girls fall head over heels for me? Well, I mean, I already was a Casanova today, so, I mean, how much harder can it be? I already feel the determination welling up inside me. I haven't felt this way in a long time. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey, Sayori! Oh, blah, blah. Hey, Sayori! That's me! Hey, Cole! Since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right. Sayori and I never walk home together anymore because she always stayed after school for clubs. This is great. I've been lonely walking home by myself all this time. Wait, me? Feel lonely? Come on. I usually don't feel anything. I'm starting to feel different for some reason. Maybe since after that dream, I'm starting to understand more around me than I did before. Sure, that's what best friends are for, right? Even though I'm trying to seduce said best friend. Yay! Natsuki walks past us, cupcakes in hand, and bumps into me. And she bumps into me so hard, despite her small petite figure, that I fall out that window to the right, and turns out we are a couple stories high, and I fall to my death. And then you have the whole GTA black and white screen. Coming through! Hey! Whoops. Natsuki quickly leaves the classroom. I see a piece of paper on the ground. I try to get Natsuki's attention. Hey, Natsuki, I think you dropped something. Well, she's gone. I pick up the paper and put it in my pocket. I'll give it to her tomorrow. I head out of the class with Sayori. With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. Throughout the walk home, my mind wanders back and forth to all four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and MONIKA. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to all of these girls. Alright. I feel something different this time. This time? Has this happened before? My head hurts a little bit. Why am I second guessing myself so much? It's time to make my own good fortune and not leave anything try to take away from me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. After a lesson for a bit and having a refreshing dinner, I head upstairs to work on my poem for tonight. I sit at my desk and unlock my desk drawer and pull out some paper. I feel something in my pocket. Is that a pencil in your pocket, or are you just happy to see me? Oh yeah, that paper Natsuki dropped. Come to think of it, MONIKA was talking about a poem that Natsuki was writing. I wonder if this was it. I don't think she would mind if I took a peek. Alright, so this is the poem. And I wonder if as soon as we take this poem down, we stop reading, Natsuki breaks into our house, and as soon as we put the paper down, she's standing right in front of us like, how dare you take my poem? I said not to read it, but now I must karate chop you to death. Things I like about Papa. I like when Papa comes home early. I like when Papa cooks me dinner. I like when Papa gives me allowance. I like when Papa spends time with me. I like when Papa asks me about my friends. I like when Papa asks me about anything. I like when Papa gives me lunch money. I like when Papa comes home before sundown. I like when Papa cooks. I like when Papa gives me privacy. I like when Papa doesn't tell me how to dress. I like when Papa doesn't confront on my friends. I like when Papa doesn't comment on my hobbies. I like when Papa comes home without waking me up. I like when Papa keeps me in the house. I like when Papa uses his inside voice. I like when Papa leaves my stuff alone. I like when Papa accidentally drops coins on the couch. I like when Papa is too tired to notice me. I like when Papa's too tired for anything. I like when Papa is too tired for anything. And that's it. Okay. Thank you, Natsuki. What the HE double hockey sticks is this? Did Natsuki really write this? This is very sad. I fold the note and place it into my desk. I don't think it would be a good idea for me to give this back to her just yet. I'm only abandoning her trust a small bit, but I don't want to make it clear immediately, day 2, that I'm hurting her trust, so I'm going to hold on to it a lot longer so I can disobey her trust for a lot longer. I think I understand what my dream was trying to tell me. I pull out a pen and start writing my poem and get to work. Oops. Maybe if I start with this, I can reach their hearts. I hope I can find more about you, Natsuki. I'm dreaming again. The same dream. I hear a voice. You're doing great. You're changing. I'll keep helping you make the right choices. I assume this is MONIKA. Because once again, it seems like her and I realize that. Like, hey, haven't we been this before? But all the other characters don't realize it. Never forget what you need to do. I will help you remember. Do this for them. For us. I wake up to my alarm. I should also probably save because we haven't saved yet and we've already been going for an hour. And it'll probably be a bad idea. Alright. Cool. I wake up to my alarm. My head hurts a bit. I take some painkillers to kill the pain. Weird. It's almost as if in the name, that's what painkillers are supposed to do. Kill pain. I get up and get ready for school. I can't forget my poem. I grab it off my desk. Darkness. Floating in darkness it all surrounds. There is nothing here that I found. Just emptiness. Death in the abyss. Just cold and hollow loneliness. I starve for air. I try to breathe. But nothingness is what I receive. Gasps for air are soon denied and filled with emptiness. As my lungs now cry. My eyes grow faint in this dark place. I don't know why or where is this space. Only that the pain and agony I receive is the price I pay. I cannot leave. Is there a secret message at the bottom? Nope. Okay. Because normally in some poems, especially when the game breaks in Act 2 after Sayori dies and MONIKA is manipulating the game, if you scroll down to the bottom of the poems, they'll say like, oh, load MONIKA's, save file in the character sheet. Or, delete Yuri's character file. Right? I wonder, but I guess not. Maybe later. I must have finished writing it last night. I fold it and place it into my pants pocket. I skipped breakfast as I'm not that hungry right now. Let's go meet up with Sayori. Whoops. Almost forgot my school bag. Yeah, I was about to say, like, wouldn't you put the poem in your school bag and not just your plain pocket? So are you going to take the poem out of your pocket and put it in your school bag or not? Right? Because I feel like that's what school bags are meant to hold. Stuff for school. Or have I just been... I may not be in school anymore. Have I just understood what school bags... Have I misunderstood what they do all this time? I grab my bag and charge out the house towards Sayori's. I wait in front of Sayori's house. 15 minutes pass. I knock on her door and ring her doorbell. There's no answer. Not again. I'm generally worried about her. I call her phone and text her. No answer on her phone or response back yet. What good is technology when no one uses it? I try a door again. It's locked. You know what? I've waited long enough. I decide I'm going to break her door down and commit a crime. I decide to step back a little before doing so. I hear the door unlock. So, just reading that, I don't know if this is what happened, but just reading that, was I in a, the cartoons or whatever, where someone will, take a few steps back and charge up to, try to break the door down, but as they are going full sprint to break the door down, someone opens the door, so in the cartoons, the person who's sprinting flies into the door and then slams into the wall, right? I assume that's what happened, and if so, bam! Alright, that's the sound of me hitting the wall, if my interpretation's correct. Hey, you wait for me! I was just about to break her door down, and now look at my head. It's bleeding profusely, and I think I may have a concussion from hitting the wall so hard. Answer your phone next time, alright? There she is. I've been waiting so long in front of her house, I was feeling worried about her. Next time this happens, I'm just going inside. Waking up is just so hard. So I just stare at the window and think to myself, why even make the effort? I feel excited about to come out for me, but I resist the urge. If she really is having trouble sleeping, then I should really help her out. I really need to be there as her friend, for once. If you want, I'll come by your house and help up in the morning. I'll even break up breakfast. How about that? Breakfast, that sounds... Wait a minute, ew, gross! Figures as such. I'm just trying to be helpful, and this is the thanks I get. I can't believe that someone doesn't allow a person to enter their house and enter their bedroom while they're sleeping without their consent. I can't believe someone is not okay with that. But that's the thanks I get for trying to be helpful. Are you ready to go? I've been waiting for an hour, so I guess. Are you sure you're awake? I'm awake, Cole. I'm woke as. Never mind. Yeah, she's definitely acting strange. She said that in such a stern, almost harsh tone of voice. It's kind of startling me, but I try not to show it. Okay then, let's go to school. Which is weird that we're able to be more than an hour late and school is just okay with it. Right? We're able to be an hour late for school and there's no problems. So like, what time does school start? And what time do I show up to bring Sayori to school? Because the fact that we sit out for an hour and be totally fine, everything's normal, how early is it? That's a very question for the mod, but also the base game was the same thing. We both run to school, we barely make it in time before the gates close. Club time already, yay! I'm up for more cupcakes, if it's a daily thing. Hi again, Cole. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Huh. Nah, don't worry. I won't make the same mistake as last time, Monika. Heh. That is a weird position. That is uncomfortable. God, Monika looks like she's smiling with a gun to her head. Like, this is a smile you make for that situation. It's not a natural smile. So, are you okay, Monika? There's something you want to talk about? Wait. Last time? What? Last time? Why did I just say that? I feel just as confused as yesterday. Monika looks flustered at me and leaves. Okay, bye. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone is already hanging out. I look around to see what everyone is doing. Monika and Sayori are in a deep conversation about something. Probably talking about her depression, how she's gonna manipulate the game to kill herself. Yuri's engrossed in a book. I decided to walk by the closet to see what Natsuki's up to. Ugh! I hear Natsuki utter an exasperated sigh from within the closet. She seems to be annoyed by something. I approach her in case she needs a hand. Especially since she's so short. Hey Natsuki, are you looking for something in there? Frickin' Monika! Always messing around with my stuff and never putting it back where it belongs. What's the point in keeping your collection organized if someone else is just gonna mess it up? Natsuki slides a bunch of stacked books and boxes across the shelf. Manga! Sweet! You read manga, right? Does a fish breathe water? Manga is life. How'd you know? I heard you bring it up at some point. Besides, it's kind of written on your face. I should stop reading cheap manga late at night in bed. It looks like the ink is getting stuck in my face when I fall asleep on it. I see. There's a lone volume of manga amidst a stack of various books on the side of one of the shelves. Curious, I pull it out of the stack. There it is. Natsuki snatches out of my hand before I can even see the cover. Darn. She then turns to a box of manga, slips the volume right into the middle of the rest. Ah, much better. Seeing a box set with one book missing is probably the most irritating sight in the world. I know that feeling. I get a closer look at the box's set she's admiring. Parfait Girls? It's a series I've never heard of in my life. I wonder if it's like Sailor Moon or Magical Girl Pretty Belle. That probably means either way out of my demographic or it's freaking awesome. If you're gonna judge, you can go through the glass window over there. She points to the window beside her. No way I'm judging. Sorry. No way am I judging. I've read stuff you wouldn't imagine a person like me would read. What am I saying? Well, next time, what's the tone of your voice? Am I not enthusiastic enough? But I'll tell you one thing, Cole. Consider this a lesson straight from the literature club. Don't judge a book by its cover. In fact, Natsuki pulls out the first smiling polyphony girl from the box. I'm gonna show you exactly why. She shoves the book right into my hands. Oh! I stare at the cover. It features 4 girls in colorful attire striking anime feminine poses. It's or moe to the extreme. Don't just stand there. Huh? Natsuki grabs my arm, pulls me out of the closet. Not into the closet, because that would be a way different game. I feel this to be an occurring thing. She then takes a seat against the wall beneath the windowsill. She pats on the ground next to her, signaling to me to sit there. That was the sound. If I'm sitting that close to you, it's like you're literally sitting on my lap. I say exaggerately. What are you saying? Did you say lap? Ouch! I'm kidding! I'm kidding! I'm kidding! You better be. You're not fucking Santa Claus. I'm gonna turn into a masochist after all this. Well, we can't just read at the same time like that on the chairs. I sit. It's Natsuki. You're right. It's easier to be close together on the floor like this. Hey! Don't just say that. You're making me feel weird about it. I mean, you're the one who kind of brought up sitting on the floor, so... I mean, don't hate the thing that you brought into existence. Natsuki crosses her arms and scooches an inch away from me. Nothing's weird about it to me. I didn't exactly expect to be sitting close to her either, but I think I'm more of a plus than a minus. 1 guy, 4 girls. I'm already sitting up close and personal with one of them, trying to seduce them. I mean, from a guy perspective, what do I have to complain about? This is great. It's just pluses. No minuses, no cons around here. God, where's this when I was in school? I gently open the book. It's only a few seconds before Natsuki once again inches closer, reclaiming the additional space while she hopes I wouldn't notice. I can feel her peering over my shoulder, much more eager to begin reading than I am. Wow, how long has it been since I read the beginning? You don't go back and flip through the older volumes every now and then? No, not really. Maybe sometimes after I already finished the series. Hey, are you paying attention? I am, but I just want to find out a little bit more about her. It looks like it's about a bunch of friends in high school. Typical slice of life affair. I thought I grew out of these, but it's kind of refreshing to be reading these again. Kind of reminds me of the silliness of what some of the older magical girls manga I've read. Not that I read kind of stuff. So, when does the romance start? Is there going to be plot? Will there be cupcakes? Well, obviously, of course there's going to be cupcakes. You think I would enjoy something that didn't have a plot, romance, or cupcakes? Of course not. Well, I guess I know what you're saying. A lot of the beginning is about simple things. Like, there's a really funny chapter where they're obsessed with the guy at the ice cream shop. But that just helps you get to know the characters. And besides, it's still entertaining. But later on, there's all kinds of drama. Like when they get into their backstories and when some of the romance starts to happen. That's really what makes it so good. There's so many touching parts. So many times where the girls all touch up against each other. That's not weird. Is that so? Glad to hear it. It sounds like you really know what you're talking about. Maybe I underestimated you. Hey, wait! What's that supposed to mean? Oops. That gives me a little shove. Once again, if it wasn't for the window... Wait, I don't even know what I was going to say. If it wasn't for us sitting against... You know what, I'm not going to move. I don't even know what the thought I was going to say is. Anyway, we move. She's quite strong for being so small. I just meant that I haven't seen you at your full power. Good save. The chapter seems like it's about baking. Let me take a guess, but is there a lot of baking in this manga? Well, let's take a pause for a moment as if she doesn't want to admit something. Yeah. Why does that matter? It doesn't. I was just curious. Since you enjoy bacon too, right? That's just a coincidence. Jackpot. I just happened to get into baking around the same time I got into this manga. Like I would ever get into anything because it's in a manga. I feel bad for anyone that's impressionable. Ha. Uh-huh. Definitely not a coincidence. Well, that explains Natsuki's interest in baking. Still, out of all the hobbies to pick up from a manga, this is actually a really good one. Not to mention she's really good at it, so who am I to judge? Alright, I'm going to quickly pause stream for a second, so hold on. Okay. We are back. Alright. So, let's continue on, shall we? We read on for a few more minutes. I finished a couple of chapters at this point, as I'm a skilled manga reader. Are you sure this isn't boring for you? It's not. Even though you're just watching me read? Well, I'm fine with that. If you say so. I smile a little. This is fun spending time with her. I guess it's fun sharing something you like with someone else. I always get excited when I try to convince any of my friends to pick up a series I enjoy. You know what I mean? You don't? That's not... Well, I wouldn't really know. What do you mean? Don't you share your manga with your friends? Could you not rub it in? Jeez. Well, crap. That just sucks. I'm sorry. I really didn't mean to. Look, I could ever get my friends to read this. They just think manga is for kids. I can't even bring it up without them being all like, you still haven't grown out of those kiddie books yet? It just makes me want to punch them in the face. Spit everywhere. But shows I'm really getting into Natsuki's voice. Natsuki's, I would say, is probably my favorite voice to do. So, let's get full into it. I know the feeling. Wait, really? Honestly, it takes a lot of effort to find friends who don't judge, much less friends who are also into things you like as well. I've had a hard time just to find any friends who can understand me for that. But it's probably harder for someone like you. Yeah, that's pretty accurate. Wait, which part? I mean, I feel like I can't even keep it in my own room. I don't even know what my dad would do if he found this. He might burn them up, or worse, he might do something to me. At least it's safe here in the club room. Except Monica was kind of a jerk about it. Ugh, I just can't win, can I? Well, it paid off in the end, didn't it? I mean, here I am, your new reading buddy, because I am a man surrounded by 4 cute girls, and all the girls want to do is trying to seduce me. So, I mean, what's the downside? Well, it's not like that solves any of my problems. Maybe. But at least you're enjoying yourself now, right? And if you ever have any problems, you talk to me, okay? I'm your friend too, Natsuki. Really? Of course. Jeez, that's enough. Are you gonna keep reading or what? Yeah. I flip the page. Suddenly, Natsuki starts laughing. Oh man, I love it. I totally forgot that happens. Natsuki puts her finger on one of the panels. Minori's my favorite character. You always feel a little bad for her since she's just so unlucky. But it gets especially bad when... I shouldn't be talking about that yet. Just finish this chapter. Natsuki's voice sparkles with excitement. It's a stark contrast to her usual bossy tone. But if she's not used to sharing her favorite manga with her friends, then I can understand why. It's not hard to express in words the feeling you get when you connect with someone like that. And be able to provide that to Natsuki, for whom it's a rare experience, the thought makes me smile to myself. Natsuki? Can you come over here really quick? Sarah and I need to speak to you about a few things for club activities, about how to properly seduce the man in the room. Ah, oh come on. Could your timing be any worse? Sorry, it won't take too long. Though, you do look pretty cozy over there. Nice pose, Monika. Hey. Can we all do the Monika pose? Someone screenshot this and send it to me. There. Me and Monika. One and only, right? Natsuki suddenly notices how close she's gotten to me. She hastily slides herself a good 12 inches away from me. Alright, I guess I'll stop here for now. I close the book and hand it towards Natsuki. Here you go, I really enjoyed it. You're just giving it back? Don't you want to know what happens? Well, sure I do. Well, don't be a dummy. Just take it home with you. Didn't I just say earlier of how I can't keep it home myself, so you should do it? Is that really alright? Awesome! You know I am. It would take forever to finish if you didn't take it home. So just finish that one before tomorrow so we can start the next one. And if it gets bent, I'll kill you. Slowly, but not painless. By tomorrow? Sure, why not? I only got partway through the volume so far. I should be able to finish this and hopefully have the time to speak to Natsuki about this tomorrow. Alrighty then. I stand up. I return to where I put my stuff and carefully slip the book into my bag as to not crease any pages. While Natsuki is working with the other girls, Yuri approaches me. Thanks for keeping your promise, Cole, and coming back to the club. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst in literature where you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on! Like he deserves any slack. Sayori told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year, too. I don't even know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take it seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for somebody who keeps their manga collection or club room. Hi, Monika. Bye, Monika. Natsuki finds herself standing between saying Monika and manga. Motherfucker! Manga is literature. Damn straight it is, but watch your profanity. Natsuki must be really mad. I can see the steam coming from her ribbons. Sophie defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Hey, come on, Natsuki. Let's talk about the manga some more. Natsuki refuses to speak to me. For now. I guess I'll talk to her later about it then. I forgot to ask if she likes Sailor Moon or any other magical girl manga. Don't worry, guys. Cole always gives it his best for as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Sayori, that's because your room is so messy. I'm surprised you used to crawl out of that pile every morning. And you almost set your house on fire once. Fortunately, I, as the man, was able to put it out. I didn't know you could set fire to water until I saw you do it. Is that so, eh? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come? You and Cole can become good friends too. Sayori. That would be nice, huh? As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into, or she's a genius. I'll thank her later. Yuri even brought something for you today, you know? Wait, Sayori? Really? For me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. Oh, what is it? Never mind. Sayori made it sound like such a big deal when it's really not. Ugh. What do I do? What do I do? I'm sorry I know something you're with Yuri. I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking. Let me help her out. Yuri, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place, so any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Sure. I won't make it such a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. Yuri reaches in her bag and pulls out a book and not one of her 50 million knives. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, you know, discuss it if you wanted. This is... How is this girl so cute without even trying? She picked out a book that she thinks I'll like despite me not reading much. Thank you, Yuri. I will definitely read it. I take the book from Yuri's hand. Her hand is warm to the touch. The book gives me a cold feeling when I touch it. It gives me the chills. Strange. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Well, let's just start reading. I sit down at one of the desks and start reading. Oh, something's gonna happen because the music is silent. After several seconds, I feel a strange presence penetrating me. Yuri is standing right behind me, and I look down and I see a huge hole in my stomach. That is what was penetrating me. It was a huge knife going to my stomach, and I bleed out and pass out. Yep, Yuri's giving the crazy eyes. I notice Yuri is gazing at me with more intently than the sun. It's like only been a few seconds since I sat down in my seat. I turn my eyes to see what comes next. Oh, sorry. Sorry, I didn't know that humans have blood. I just see a sharp knife and I just have to cut something. So, I'm sorry that happens to be your stomach. I hope you don't die. That was me simulated, me losing to blood loss. Oh. Whoops. Looks like Yuri's the same book in her hand as she gave me to read. Alright. Hey, isn't the same book you gave me? Oh, it was on sale, so... Ah. Yeah, I thought it'd be a good thing to get 2. For no other reason. Alright, that seems logical, I guess. Well, can you tell me a bit about what this book is about? Yuri flips over the book to the back and looks over the summary. From what I see on the cover, the book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous looking eye symbol on the front cover. It looks like it's staring at my soul. Creepy. The book is quite heavy for not being so thick. I could probably lock someone out if I hit them. It's not as thick as Yuri's thickness. Where Yuri is 5 times the thick. Alright. I just want to make sure I don't accidentally give anything away. Basically, it's about this girl in high school who moves in with their long-lost younger sister. But as soon as she does so, her life gets really strange. She gets targeted by these people who escape from a human experiment prison. And when her life is in danger, she needs to be desperate, choose who to trust. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships and her life starts to fall apart. How could someone make something that's so dark? That's kind of... Whoa. Yuri gently giggles and starts laughing uncontrollably. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Cole? I've always liked strange stories. This may enthrall me. Well, I can't say I'm not a fan, but I've read a few books like that. There's been some really messed up manga I've read in the past. Yuri's acting kind of strange. Maybe it's her crazy eyes. She has pretty eyes, though. It's just that those kinds of stories, they challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals or their own philosophy that they believe in. And suddenly, when you thought you relate to the protagonist, they're made out to be the naive one for letting their one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plans. Yeah. That's why I like Nagato Pain from Naruto so much. And that's why he went A tier. Yeah, I want to say he went A tier in my tier list ranking from a few days ago. And one of the reasons is because of that. Is when, Naruto and Pain are having their, speech when Naruto's on the ground. His hand is stabbed from the chakra moves, whatever. And they're basically, having a back and forth about, peace and wanting to, make a better world, right? Because Naruto's like, you're destroying my village, you're killing people, like, what about that is, like, peaceful, right? But then Pain simply responds with, like, you know, my family was, you know, killed by, you know, Hidden Leaf Ninja and everything, and what about my family? What about my village, right? You guys have no problem killing people in my clan or village for peace, so, like, I am no different than you. We both kill people for inner peace, which is great. You get to see his perspective. I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. Yeah, this for some reasons makes me think I heard this somewhere before, but I can't seem to recall. Oh, don't worry. Don't apologize. Hearing what you said actually makes me want to read this book more. Yeah, I would actually read a book like that. That sounds interesting. Oh? Well, that's the truth. Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. Is the knife collection. When I let things like books, oh, it's not. But that is also a legitimate problem that you should definitely tell a professional. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I'm talking too much. Keep talking. I don't mind at all. Oh? Okay. You know, that just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. Hearing a good story is as good as reading one. In the other days, bards used to tell and sing stories from across the land. What am I, a knight? It's a literature club after all. But a literature club is all about reading, not talking, right? Right? Dope. That's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading, right? You don't have to. Huh, what are you saying? Didn't you want to talk about it more? I actually would like to discuss this with you. I guess. Alright, it's fine if I sit next to you. Right? Once again, Casanova at work. I slip in the seat next to Yuri. Yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That is, reading company with someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. I don't want to be a bother to you. I don't mind. I don't mind at all. I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. Her hot, breathy air is right up against my ear. It feels nice, actually. A little distracting, but the feeling is quite comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry. I was just... Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you? I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry. You apologize a lot. I don't mean to, sorry. Oh, shit. I did the thing. I mean... You can relax, Yuri. Here, let's do this. I don't know what we're doing, but sure, let's do it. I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's, and then hold my book one more time. I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's, then hold my book more between the two of them. I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we lean in a bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess it makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Here. Nice. Since we're talking about this, in the original playthrough of streaming this game, we went the full Yuri route because, I don't know, when we were playing the game originally, she was our favorite. So we already saw this image, and we already read with Yuri to begin with. So this is all, repeat stuff from the original game. But that Suki stuff we didn't see because we went the Yuri route. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and the forefinger. Ah, I do the same with my right arm and on the right side of the book. That way, I turn a page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than ever before. It's really distracting. I regret doing this as to how embarrassing this really is. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? Turn the page, you dumb fuck. Whoops, sorry, yeah, fine, turn the page. I was just, mesmerized in your two big, giant, purple eyes. I'm gonna keep saying that joke, because we're all thinking it. I think I just got a little bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again, and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do. Since you've been so patient with me. Yeah. Thanks. I'm used to reading. I'm just not used to being distracted by the cute girl next to me. I've got to focus. We continue reading. You're no longer asking if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume they finish the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like a close exchange. I clumsily flip each page. Yuri doesn't seem to notice. Damn. Sweaty palms. So far, I'm getting into the main character of the story. It's a pretty good read so far. Hey, Yuri? This might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. Uh-oh. Silence fills the room. You think so? How does she? Well, I guess she's a blunter in a lot of ways, but she also second guesses a lot of things that she says and does. Like, she's afraid she'll do something wrong. It's not like I can see in your head or anything, but they're kind of reminiscent of some of your mannerisms. I see. You remain silent for a moment, as does the music. But Cole, that's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. That's so embarrassing that you think that. Wait! I didn't mean in a bad way or anything. I'm sorry, I didn't realize you were so self-conscious about that sort of thing. I guess it more meant that it's cute, actually. What are you saying so suddenly? Okay, everyone, it's poem time! That's one more like, that's Suki, but I want to exasperate Yuri's quiet demeanor and shouting for once. I think it's about time we share today's poems with each other. We might not have enough time if we wait too long. Yuri exhales, sparred from finishing her thought. Is that alright, Yuri? You look kind of down. I'm sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this. It's not. It's fine. Don't worry, Yuri. We'll read more again soon. I promise. I close up my book and place it into my bag. Alright, I guess it's time to share poems. Cole, you are up first. Who would you like to share your poem with? Wait, where did I put my poem? I checked my bag and can't find it. Crap. Wait, I remember now. Excuse me while I whip this out. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, that's not awkward at all. A guy in a room with 4 girls, and you just say, hold on, let me just whip this out. Nope. Not finishing that thought. I'm not thinking what we're all thinking with that horrible choice of words. Let's just move on. Yeah, the girls, that is my reaction to that. I pulled the folded poem out from my pants pocket. Oh. What were you expecting? Something else? Oh, God. You know what? We're just going to move on. We're not going to finish this thought. This is getting weird. Never mind. I'll go to Monika first and show her my poem. Hi, Cole. Having a good time so far? Actually, yes, I am. Thanks to you. Good. I'm glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Okay, can we get some extra girls? Because I do like the 4-to-1 guy to girl ratio, but can we make it maybe double 8-to-1? So I have one me and instead of 8 big, beautiful girls in front of me. Don't be afraid to bring those up, okay? Sure thing. No more fear. It's time to stop being afraid. It's time to help. Anyways, want to share a poem with me today? Well, it's kind of embarrassing, but sure. Don't worry, Cole. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's a sort of barrier that we're all learn to get past soon. Yeah, I guess that's true. I hand Monika my poem. That's a weird position. Monika goes cross-eyed for some reason. Okay. Wow, this is different than the other times. Other times? Nothing. Forget what I said. Just me being dumb, Monika. I'm not quite sure what to say. Monika rereads my poem again. I know it's my first time writing, so please tell me what you think, really. Well, okay then. This is absolutely new to me. I'm speechless. This style, it's much different than before. Everyone else might be a little bit biased toward their own kind of styles, but this one might actually suit you. Don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. Be original, like this. I really like this. It's much better than just random words anyways. I feel like that's a callback to the poem game from the original game. Because yeah, in the original game, how you made the poems is it gave you sets of like 10 words and you chose like 20 random words. And based on what words you chose, whatever girl liked those words, liked your poem the most. So you picked words based on what the girl you were going for would like. I assume that's what it's referencing. Haha. Haha. Random words? Who would come up with a crappy idea like that? Anyways, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. Doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in wall. So this is a repeat poem. It could have been me. See the direction the spackle protrudes. A noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend, I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel blind like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retinas. Already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep. Stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in. Obviously, this seemed like a great poem at the time, but what you know about the game, this poem means something way different, especially when it comes to those lines of, I was looking out and he on the other side was looking in. That's referring to Monika's realization that they're trapped inside a game and they do whatever they can to try to escape. That's why they manipulate the game to get you to, hate, Natsuko and Yuri so you can like her more. So she realized she was in a game, and the whole, I was looking out, realizing that I am speaking to the player of the game, and he on the other side was looking at her, because she realized she's in a game. Holy crap. Ah, jeez. Ah, damn it. Holy crap. What is with this poem? Infinite choices? Who is looking in? So, what do you think? Monika smiles at me intently. Wow, I really like this poem. Thanks. It's a new style I've been trying out. You've been writing before? I've been writing for a very long time, just no one noticed. What gave you the inspiration to write this? Well, I'm not sure if I should know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some sort of epiphany recently. See, that's what it's referencing, realizing she's in a game. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I wonder if it's similar to what I've been feeling. I'm kind of nervous to talk about the deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. I decided to push Monika a little. You can tell me. I'd love to hear it. Really? Well, maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Darn. Anyway, here's Monika's writing tip of the day. I feel like I heard this before. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Monika. Yes, Cole? You give me another idea for a poem to write for tomorrow. Thank you. Really? I'm surprised you would say that. Well, I'm full of surprises once you get to know me. You're silly, Cole. I think there's more to a poem than she's letting on. Let's go check Sayori next. Alright. Let me save, since we've made a handful of great progress. Alright. Hey, Sayori. Hi, Cole. Yes, I was talking to you, Siri. Okay. Hi, Cole. Want to see my poem? Hey, Mr. Beat Gamer. Yes, I can read. Mr. Bear Gamer, welcome. Why are you playing this freaky game? Oh, wait, is this a mod? First of all, welcome to my stream. I don't think I've seen you before, so welcome. Why are you playing this freaky game? I've actually have played this game before already. I've done a full playthrough this game. I've done, got the good ending. I got all the endings. I did the side story stuff. So, yeah, this is a mod. But you are right. This game does indeed get freaky. Sure thing, Cole. I hand Sayori my poem. Once again, why are they all like cross-eyed? Oh my goodness! This is a completely different side of you, Cole. Eh? I love it. I would have never guessed you'd write something like this. Sayori? Really? I'm not a good writer at all. I was just writing about my dreams that I've been having lately, that's all. Honestly, I have no idea what I'm doing. Well, oh wait. Well, maybe that's why. Alright, hold on one second. Can I turn Siri off? So whenever I say Sayori, Siri doesn't get triggered because that's getting annoying. Let's see. Okay. Maybe that's why. Because I have no idea either. Haha. Jeez. I'm sure Yuri's opinion has to be a little more constructive than this. Maybe even Natsuki's. Are you sure you don't just like it because I wrote it? Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of other people, you know? So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem, it's a cold poem. And that makes it feel extra special. She's so nice. Like I can feel your feelings in it. Sayori hugs a sheet against her chest. No, Siri. No. It's so cute when she does that. Heh. Here, Cole. Let me show you mine. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning makes me feel like you missed me. Kiss my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleep from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever, but I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Done. 10 out of 10. Especially the last line. Sayori, it's just a guess, but did you write this poem this morning? No. Well, I forgot to do it last night. I'm just stupid. Well, it's alright. I'm not one to judge. I know you tried your best, Sayori, and that's what matters. Don't be mean. Wait, what? I thought you were going to lecture me again. Why would I do that? What's with this poem, though? The poem starts off cute. It wasn't for you. I could sleep forever. What's up with that? I feel worried about Sayori. These poems are directly calling out to me. First Monika's, now Sayori's. By the way, Sayori, this isn't a bad poem. I actually like it. It sounds, well, just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially the last line. I made eggs and toast! Even though you're almost late to school? Well, it's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky. Yeah, that pretty much is you. Yeah. Hey! That's why I said to you before, I'll come over to help. I don't know. Well, please think about it. Yeah. Anyways, thank you for showing me your poem. Heh. This was so much fun. Yeah, I enjoyed it too. Next time I won't forget. And I'm going to write the best poem ever. Well, I'm looking forward to it. I head over to Natsuki next. Alright, let's have some fun with Natsuki. Hi, Natsuki. Sup? Would you like to see my poem? If I must. I hand Natsuki my poem. Once again, it's so off-hinged seeing their eyes like cross-eyed and look down. Okay, well, let's start with the things I don't like. First of all, yes? Natsuki pauses and rereads my poem several times. Never mind. I don't want to give my opinion, actually. Seriously? Then what's the point of sharing in the first place? I wrote this because I want to share something with all of you. Ugh. In fact, I remember I said I wanted to read your poems, especially. I had this in mind since then, and I started to write. It wasn't for you, I wouldn't have mustered the strength to actually start writing. So, thanks, Natsuki. Oh, fine then. Well, are we more comfortable sharing my poem if yours is actually complete trash? You were supposed to show me some crappy poem and make go, ha! Well, that's not great, but let me show you what a real literature looks like. And you went and ruined it. So I hope you're happy. Now I've seen this poem, and you know how to feel about it. I hope you're happy, smarty pants. So, you actually like my poem? Irk! That secret retort gets caught in her throat. Ugh, you're just so... Ouch! You don't understand anything, do you? You dummy. You're right. I don't understand. You need to be more blunt with me since I am, at times, a little dense. I already told you that. You don't have to go announce it to the world like you're all self-important. I'm not self-important. That's the point. I just wanted your opinion. Really, I just care about what you think. I wish Natsuki would just tell me what she means. I can't figure it out if she liked my poem or really hates it. In any case, can I please see yours? Grr, fine. I guess. Only because Monika will make me if I don't. She will manipulate the game where even if I don't want to share my poem, she'll manipulate my character file and I give my character poem anyway. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can fly, but that's about it. Wow, this poem's cool. It's right to the point. Wow. Yeah. I told you weren't gonna like it, but I do like it. What? You liar, just be honest. You think I'm lying? I really like it. Why would you be so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff, so people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. This poem is easy to read and it hits you hard. Wait, are you a mind reader or something? I was just about to say that. Seeing everyone around you do great things can really be disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It really helps spread out the feeling in that last line. I love that disappointment you put at the end. It's simply delicious, just like your cupcakes. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. You didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, I guess not. She's only a few months younger than the rest of us, though. Well, I can't wait to see more from you, Natsuki. I really love this poem. I smile at Natsuki. Ouch! Dummy! It's like she talks with her fists. Anyway, you should go check out Yuri's poem. Looks like she's staring at us the whole time. Whoa! She's right. We'll talk more later. It's been fun, Natsuki. Thank you. I walk around to Yuri. She hides her face in the book. She's trying to make not as obvious that she wasn't staring at this the whole time. Yuri? You surprised me, Cole. She quickly closes the book. Yuri seems a little nervous. Would you like to see my poem? I carefully hand Yuri my poem. She places her book down on one of the desks. As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten. Exceptional. Wow, she spoke her mind for once. Did I just say that out loud? Yuri tries to cover her mouth, but fails miserably. Like this? Let's cover her mouth, but that's not really working. You did, but it's alright. No one is judging you. Ugh. He's gonna hate me. You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. That's... I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for? Relax. Great relaxation, Yuri. Yuri takes a breath. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Not too much. I just wrote from my dreams and my heart. Your use of imagery and metaphors indicates you've written a lot of poetry before. Really? That's a huge compliment coming from you. This is my first time I've actually showed a poem out to a friend before. Huh? Really? Yuri sees me blankly, then looks at my poem again. Yuri coughs. Well, I know that. I just meant, Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traced her finger around the words of the poem, as if breaking down more thoroughly. Yeah, this is the reason I was able to tell. I want to keep this poem to future research. But, I cannot talk. I want to keep this poem to further research your writing style. Oh god, that is unhinged. Okay, Yuri. You can stop giving me the voice right now. It's okay. You can keep it. Just don't give, that voice. Just don't give that face. Totally unhinged. Is that alright with you? By all means, you can keep it. Thank you. Yuri turns around and holds the poem against her chest, hugging it firmly. Here, Cole. Okay, we're back to normal. That was off hinge. Yuri shyly hands me her poem. Her hand is lightly trembling. My hand is lightly trembling. I don't know what to do. This is light trembling, guys. Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow, bathing. It must be this one, the last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The lost yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe. Calms, breathe in air of the present but live in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. Am I the light? I'm sorry if you have such terrible handwriting. Who is she kidding? What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. So, obviously, this game has a lot of fourth wall breaks, especially when it comes to MONIKA. And seeing that line, I've always wondered if this could be an example of another fourth wall break, where, let's say, while reading, Yuri's poem, it's like a timer. Where it's like, oh, if you stare at the poem for, let's just say 10 seconds, then she gives you that line of, it took you a long time to read. But if it's like under that threshold, under that 10 seconds, then she doesn't say this, it took you a long time to read. I feel like that would be really cool. But, alas, no matter how long you are at the poem, she says that. Well, I just don't read cursive very often. We had to learn cursive in 3rd grade, and then it's had no use after that. Seriously. What is the point of learning cursive? Like, I know people say, like, oh, you should learn stuff in school and everything. It's important. But cursive legitimately is one of those things that is useless that schools teach you, right? Because you learn how to write cursive in, like, 3rd or 4th grade. And then 5th grade on, you never use cursive again. And as an adult, you never have to use cursive. So you learn cursive for a year in school. And after that, it never shows up again. So what's the point? Cursive is one of the things where you legitimately never use. I actually think your handwriting is very pretty. Compared to my chicken scratch, I have terrible handwriting. It's honestly horrible how bad my handwriting is. Like, I know people say, like, oh, my handwriting's, bad or whatever. Like, no. Like, right? When I hear other people say, like, oh, my handwriting bad, but then I look at what their handwriting looks like, I'm like, this is pristine, pitch perfect compared to what I have. When I say I have bad handwriting, I actually mean it. Like, to a point where sometimes the letters are ineligible and you don't know what I wrote. That's why I prefer typing everything, because my handwriting is that bad. That's a relief. Also, I really liked the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. No, not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's the first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Because once the game breaks, once again, Act 2, and we see Yuri's later poems, it's the exact opposite of mild. Like the one where she pees on it. Yeah, that's the thing that happens in the game. Spoilers, I guess. Something easy to digest. I suppose. Let's be direct and see what happens. Say, Yuri, who's the light flickering in the poem? What? Well, you see... Wow, I didn't think I would be that spot on. Don't worry, you don't have to answer that question. Really? Phew. Well, about the poem. You see, Cole, poets will often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. Yuri instead tries to describe her poem to me. In this case, where the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost. Lincoln in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past. Like her safe place. And soon to be left with nothing. Social anxiety? Afraid of change? You know, I wouldn't even have thought of that. That's very impressive, Yuri. It's nothing really. Yours was impressive too, so... Nah. If anything, I could probably learn a lot more from you. You think so? Of course! You know, I was really nervous about doing all this, but in the end, I enjoyed it. Hey, me too. You wouldn't see it from me, but I can really get stressed out. I'm gonna keep doing my best for you, Cole. Whoa. Me too. These girls, they're something else. Indeed. Phew. I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. The tightness in my chest caused me discomfort. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I don't know if they were really complimenting me or they were just doing it out of pity. Well, if you are at rock bottom, there's no other way than up, right? I better start climbing. At least I learned a little bit from each of them. Across the room, Sayori and Monika are happily chatting. Maya's land on Yuri and Natsuki. They generally exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems with one another. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. This does not bode well. What's with this language? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is, cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How could that be cute? You're missing the point. I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and Cole did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me, I appreciate the offer, but I spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course this time I come across something particularly inspiring. Which I haven't yet. And Cole liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Uh-oh, music is dead. You know what that means. Shit is about to hit the fan, so let's go. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Despite her short figure, we barely notice her stand up at all. Oh? I didn't realize you were invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. That's not what I... Ugh. You're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Cole appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. Wait, are they fighting about me? God, two cute girls fighting over me. Such problems I have. Huh, and how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would have deliberately gone on my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Ooh. Is everyone okay? Stay out of this. Eep! That's a funny face, Sayori. Well, you know what? I was the one whose boobs magic grew 2 sizes too big as soon as Cole started showing up. Natsuki. Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you. Yikes. I don't like fighting, guys. Let's all get along. Suddenly, both girls turned towards me. They just noticed I was standing there. Well, I'm screwed. There's no escape from me now. Cole, she's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point in making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Cole. Wait. I'm glad I kept your stream up when I went to sleep because I got to wake up to your sultry voice. Nice. Also, when I went to sleep, I started the stream at like, let's see, we've been streaming for about 2.5 hours at this point. So I started streaming about like, 9 or so. So you've had my stream up all this time. Okay. But Dakota, shout to you. And since you're here, I'm sure you remember, now that you play this game, you know what it was like to be in this moment, this predicament, of comparing boob sizes. Wait. There's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning them most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessary limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Cole? Fudge. Nice. Nice pain, sticker. Or emote, I guess. We're waiting. Oh, crap. How did I get directed in this in the first place? It's not like I'm an expert on writing, but screw it, let's do this. I have no idea what we're doing, but you know what? This mod has shown me that, hey, anything can happen, so I have an open mind. So, of course, it's going to be nut up or shut up. God. A very interesting choice indeed. I wonder what the other options are, right? If I press, something else on screen, will something else happen, right? Because nut up or shut up, while that sounds like a great idea, great choice, is there anything else I can do? Right? Alright, well, I guess pick a nut up or shut up. I wanted to choose something else, but you know what? Natsuki glares at me menacingly, while Yuri's expression is also defenseless. What the hell am I gonna do now? Then it hits me. And music is silent. Natsuki, Yuri. I know this is strange for me to say, you guys are my friends. New friends, sure, but still friends. We don't need to fight and bicker with one another. Especially competing over my attention because, let's face it, these are all 4 cute girls. I like them all. Friends are wonderful people who have differences and can respect one another for those differences and opinions. Natsuki's poem I read today, it hit me hard. It's not just her punches that hit me hard. It's amazing how people can only really try. That this poem in the end is what completes it. Yuri's poem is amazing because of how strong the message was in it, about being afraid of change. I really enjoyed everyone's poems. Everyone around me is so talented and doesn't realize it. So why are we fighting? Because, well, Saru jumps in on the conversation. Also, Natsuka's cute and there's nothing wrong with that. And Yuri's boobs are same as they always were. Big and beautiful. Nice wink to add to that, Sayori. Sayori? Sayori stands triumphantly. Maka stands in the back with a bewildered expression, shocked that this is a common conversation apparently about women's boobs. My jaw drops to the ground. Did you just say what I heard you say? That is off hinge. We got off hinge. Sayori. Sarah approaches Yuri with her hands out in a squeezing motion. What is this mod? First we had me reaching into my pocket in front of all four girls. Me reaching in my pocket to pull something out. And it being my poem. And now you have, after Sayori talking about Yuri's boobs, approach Yuri in a squeezing motion. What is this mod? What the? I'll go make some tea. Trying to not get sexually assaulted by Sayori or anything. Yuri runs off. Drats. So close this time too. Sayori goes back to whatever she was doing before the commotion happened.
I didn't get that. Could you try again?
No. Natsuki sits down with a blank expression on her face, staring at nothing. I gently pat Natsuki on the head. There. I then turn and walk over to Monika, who's looking in shock from what just happened, as I feel like anyone would. So, this is why Sayori's vice president. Yeah. Great vice president, sexually molesting their club members. That's why. I whisper to Monika. She nods in return. To be honest, I might come off as a good leader and I can organize things, but I'm not very good with people. I couldn't even interject properly. As president, that's kind of embarrassing of me. Thank you for the help. Not a problem. I wasn't that good before either, but something's changed for me. Haha. Maki gives me an awkward smile. Take good care of Sayori, okay? I would hate to see herself get hurt. That makes two of us. You can count on me. I'll take care of all of you. That dream is making me say weird things again. Thanks. Maka smiles sweetly at me, causing me to blush. Such a genuine person really does make a good present, regardless of what she says. If that dream is true, I need to save them all. My friends. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did y'all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Oh, it was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright. Well, mostly. You know, include or remove the part where we're comparing Yuri's boobs. You know, it was alright for the most part. Cole, how about you? Yeah, I had a lot of fun today. It was neat to talk about our poems with everyone. Awesome. In that case, let's do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you learn something new from your friends, too. So your poems will turn out even better. I think I have. I think to myself, did I learn a lot from my friends? There's still more I don't know about them. I'll keep digging to see what I can find out and become even better friends with all of them. I nod to myself with newfound inspiration. Cool! Ready to walk home? Of course, Sayori. Let's go. Heh. Sayori beams at me. It has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. This is truly bliss. Sayori. About what happened earlier. What do you mean? There's a couple things I want to mention. First of all, once again, just the elephant in the room, talking about how Yuri's boobs haven't changed since, earlier. There's that. You going up next to Yuri and having a squeeze emotion. But those are just, two things that just come to mind. Nothing too big, nothing too crazy. Just normal human behavior, right? Between Yuri and Natsuki. Does the kind of thing happen often? No, no, no! That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both really wonderful people. Sayori mumbles under her breath. I think it's because of you. I think they're trying to fight for dominance over you. At least you don't have to worry about me when I'm gone. The other girls will take care of you. What'd you say? Sayori suddenly reddens and talks in a tone that's very unlike her. No, nothing silly. You're just hearing things. I'm just glad you get along. Heh. We keep walking, but that was really strange coming from her. The moment passes and Sayori continues to speak. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I like all of you, actually. I can't see why we can all be good friends. Phew. Cole, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. I think everyone really likes you too. Well, I'm happy being with all of them, but what makes me happier now is I get to spend more time with you, Sayori. Heh. Every day's gonna be so much fun. Totally. I'll make sure of that. I gently pat Sayori on the shoulder. Sayori smiles but looks downward. I really mean that this time. Why do I keep saying that this time? Sayori takes a deep breath before showing me a big smile. Okay. Well, here we are. Thanks for the walk, Cole. It's really opened my eyes. Okay. Are you sure you're alright, Sayori? I've never been better. Heh. Thanks, Cole. Bye. We say our goodbyes and Sayori heads into her home. Yeah, something's definitely up with her, but I can't quite figure it out. Sayori has avoided eye contact with me ever since she said that weird thing. But then again, she said a lot of weird things, so, that's just weird thing. Who knows what it's actually referring to. What was it she said? What did she mean by it? I feel like I'm somehow doing something wrong. But what? Why do I still feel a pain in my chest? What am I doing? Maybe I'm just overthinking things as usual. Man, no wonder why I'm such a dummy in the eyes of someone like Natsuki. I'm very hyped for tomorrow. It's the first time in years that I've looked forward to something, even if it does relate to school. Let's get back home. I've got some idea now of what to write for tomorrow. I smile to myself as I enter my house. This is going to be the start of a very fun school year. I can just feel it. I head towards the kitchen to make some dinner. After relaxing and having a refreshing dinner, I head upstairs for the night. I take a refreshing shower, and after a change of clothes, I plop on the bed and finish up reading Parfait Girls Volume 1. That was fun and refreshing. I hope I can talk to Natsuki about it tomorrow. I get off my bed and sit down at my desk. I remember I left the pen and paper here from before. I start to work on my poem to show the girls for tomorrow. This is really hard. After about an hour of playing with my pen and scribbling words on the paper, I come up with the title, The Missing Pieces. Maybe after a good night's sleep, I can write more in the morning. I'll just head to bed and wake up extra early to take care of this. That way, I take care of the poem and sure Sayori is doing okay. I'll make sure to surprise her this time. No more being late for school. I lightly check on myself before I turn off the lights and head to sleep. My dream is different this time. I look at my hands. I'm like a puzzle missing its pieces. I turn around and find pieces of me scattered all around. I try to walk around and pick my pieces up. I pick some up, but more and more pieces fall off of me. The harder I try, the more effort I make, the more I come apart. It's useless. I stumble and fall to the floor. I shatter to pieces. I feel nothing. You're not alone anymore. I'll help you. I'll put the pieces back together and what's missing. I'll give you mine. Once again, I assume that's Monika. Alright, let's save. Okay. So should we end this stream here, because we've been going for about 2.5 hours, close to 3 hours. Right? I feel like that's going to be it for this stream, just a good sizable chunk, because I don't know how long this. Right, hold on 1 second. Let me change the background since we are wrapping up stream. Hold on 1 second. Hello? Okay, my mic should be on now. Okay, cool. So, sorry about that. Setting up all the scenes in OBS for streaming. I have the Just Chatting section where I have this background with the, Sukenome. I have the webcam and the screen, but for some reason, me being an idiot, I forgot to include my microphone as part of the scene as well. So, okay. But yeah, as I was saying before, I feel like this is going to be the end of this stream episode, part 1, I guess, of Brand New Day Doki Doki Literature Club mod. I have no idea how long this mod is, or what else is in store, or what else happens. But I feel like we got a really good sizable chunk of 2.5 hours of this mod so far. I'm really enjoying it so far. It's actually really fun. And it's also the same weirdness and sexual innuendos that the original game had, which is great. What is he doing? I'm wrapping up stream. What? What, Dakota? Do you not like my Just Chatting screen or something? What's going on? Alright, but damn, I've lost my train of thought because I was reading chat at the same time. Damn it. But yeah, I'm enjoying this mod so far and hope y'all are doing the same. So yeah, I have no idea how long this mod is. Okay, now you attached Dakota. What are you doing in chat? I'm trying to do an outro here. Hi. Hi, Dakota. Thanks for using the Datara hi emote. Alright, but as I was saying, but yeah, I have no idea how, hopefully I can say this outro without getting interrupted again. So don't chat, Dakota. I'm kidding, but no, what I was saying is, yeah, I have no idea how long this Doki Doki Literature Club, a Brand New Day mod is. Right. Because as you know, like, we've gone like a 2.5 hour chunk, and it seems like we're still in the beginning stages, which is crazy. Because in the original game, I would say it takes about 7.5 hours to complete the whole game in a playthrough. So I wonder if this is shorter than the original game's runtime, about the same, or longer, which that could be a possibility. That this is longer than the original game, so I have no idea, but I'm looking forward to doing this a lot more because I'm having a lot of fun. I hope y'all are having fun too. And yeah, so this is do it for part 1, I guess, of Brand New Day Doki Doki Literature Club mod, and we'll be back for more and see what else happens. So hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time.